Trump going to jail, and Biden selling Bitcoin. Question everything, trust nothing. Welcome to Debate Crypto.
It's your boys, Keeper and Crusader, here on another episode of Debate Crypto. Thank you for being here on a Friday. We've got the weekend coming up, lots of good stuff, so make sure you stick around. Crusader, what is on the podium, my brother?
We got Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, and we got XRP.
XRP fam, put them up for all the helium that Crusader has been sucking in prior to the show. He actually has a new addiction. It's a helium addiction. It's kind of unheard of. But you know, I'm gonna work with him. I'm gonna figure out somewhere where we can send him. But in the meantime,
you judging me right now, bro?
Yeah, I am.
Not in 2023.
I'm gonna help you with this, bro. I've been down this road before, just not with helium. So I'm gonna help you, bro. We'll talk about it later. Make sure to smash the likes if you haven't already, Crypto fam. We do appreciate you for being here. You can be anywhere on a Friday, but you're hanging out with us. Twitter, welcome. If you are over on Twitter, we welcome you as well. Follow us on all the socials. You know where to find us on all of the socials: TikTok, YouTube, obviously. Make sure to turn on the bell notification. And make sure that you're obviously subscribed. And then, yeah, obviously over on Twitter as well. If you do want to jump in and ask a question, we haven't had anybody do it yet. I kind of feel like, you know, Crusader, I was thinking about this. I kind of feel like all of our like loyal, faithful following is at the same time. I think they're a little gun shy. They don't want to be the first person to call in. So I'm challenging the chat. Somebody call in on Twitter today. We would love to answer some questions. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's take a look at the markets and see what's going on. We have got the global crypto market cap. Let me update again because it's always changing. 1.18 trillion with the T dollars. That's up 1.39%. Bitcoin jumping up over that 28 number. We're at 28,290. Like to see that up about 1.32%. And my girl ETH at 1821 over the 1800 number. Those are numbers that we have been paying attention to for sure. We've got BNB 315. That has just been sitting dead flat at $316. It's just been flat. XRP fam, you're still up 26.2% on the week, but we are down almost a full percent. And then rounding out the top 10, Cardano made a big move. We're going to talk a little bit about Cardano as part of what we get into today as it relates to some layer 1 protocols. So yeah, stick around. I'm interested to hear some people's take in the chat on some of the government stuff that we're going to get into. And then as always, XRP fam, we want to hear from you. All right, cool. Let's dive. Let's go. Let's kick it off with what did I say I was going to kick it off with? Did we want to start off with hold that thought? Let me look.
We're going to kick it off with Keeper having a senior moment.
Senior moment. Yes. Oh, hold on. Pause real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Did you hear?
I didn't got the script again. Here we go. Let's go.
Did you hear yesterday on this? I don't know if you were on the stream or not, but our boy Crypto Zombie literally was he made multiple comments about like, hey, I'm sorry, Bill, but like, you know, the older generation, Elizabeth Warren, like he literally compared Bill to like Elizabeth Warren's age. And I think Bill came on and said something. So I'm jabbing at it, messing with him. Bill comes back on and he's like, I'll be brief. I think he said, I've got a bridge game to get to before my nap. But it was freaking hilarious, dude. He was absolutely suggesting. I know Zombie was just messing with him, but it sounded like he was suggesting that Bill Nova was like 70 years old or something like that. So, but we'll kick it off with my girl ETH. Sorry for the little sidebar there. Ethereum hits supply deflation record as ETH burning accelerates. Now, this is one of the things that I was super excited about. Many of you know I'm big time ETH bull. That is my largest holding by a fair amount. And I'm looking to continue to stack, and I am continuing to stack Ethereum. not just from NFTs, but just doing some dollar cost averaging. And so ETH, when EIP 1559 came out, and I saw, hey, we're going to be doing some burning, this could be good. So let's get into it. So there's recent statistics that show that a person okay, hold on, let's start over. There are recent statistics show that the significant percentage of the total supply of all of these different various proof of stake cryptos are being held and staked by users. Now, which ones are those? I told you we were going to touch on Cardano. One of them's Cardano. The next one is never up and running, or not for long, Solana. Binance Coin, which is BNB, Avalanche, and Polkadot. But here's the thing. They all have staking percentages that range from 50% to 85%, which is a large number. Drop it in the chat. What do you think the percentage is in ETH? I want a few people to toss that out there, and I'll tell you in just a second. I will tell you it is much different. And so what people are looking at is they're saying, hey, if the number was 50 to 85% for Ethereum, what would that do for the actual price action? And I'll go ahead and spill the beans now. We'll see if anybody got even close. But it's 16%, which is not a large number. And like I said, when EIP 1559 went in to optimize gas usage, there was a bunch of burning in the process, and that's been continuing to happen. Crusader, do you think that it would make a big impact on Ethereum's price? If so, why? If we had 50 to 60 to 85%, because I've seen both sides of it. I've seen people argue both sides of this. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll definitely make a bullish sentiment for Ethereum if you're actually staking it, because you're kind of locking that up for a certain time period, and it just shows confidence that people are willing to hold on to their ETH for longer periods of time versus just holding it, and not staking it, unlike these other other blockchains, showing that, hey, Cardano, right, Solana, and a lot of these other ones are just literally locked up. They're not locked up, but they are, they're staking it. So they're showing confidence that they're willing to hold long term to make more. So I think it would be bullish for ETH to up their staking.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. The numbers are seem to me to be kind of incredible. Since the merge on September 15th, the supply of Ethereum has decreased 72,186 ETH, which is like $130 million in today's prices, right? So that's effectively 123 ETH per hour, with Uniswap being the biggest guzzler, if you will, at around 15% of the total burn. So there's like 17.9 million Ethereum locked on the Beacon chain, which is, like I said, 15%. And I agree with you, Crusader. I think the big thing is we've got coming up the Shanghai upgrade. And the Shanghai upgrade is going to allow all of the people that have had their Ethereum locked when we went from ETH1 to ETH2, if you will, right? I think we stopped calling it that, but whatever. And they will have the ability to take their rewards, their staking rewards. And so the conversation is, well, are these investors going to be just pulling massive amounts effectively of profits in the form of staking rewards, or are they going to leave them sit there? I think personally that the people that were educated enough, the people that were involved in Ethereum so much that they were like, you know what? I'm staking this. I believe in this. I'm headed for the long term, this, that, and the third. I have a hard time believing that they're going to try to take rewards at $1,800. I think that they're looking for a lot more than that. I think that they're looking to accumulate over that long term, because the average investor that you would expect to, oh my gosh, like, let me grab some profits real quick, in my estimation, is the person that probably didn't stake ETH in the first place. I think this is going to be institutional level investors, or somebody that has really accumulated some ETH or running nodes. And I think those people believe in ETH so much long term, like you said, investor confidence. I don't see them taking a bunch of profits off the table. Do you?
Yeah, man, I don't think so either. I think unless they change this, I believe it was 30. You needed 32 ETH to stake in the first place.
Well, to run a node.
To stake it, to run a node.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So unless that changed or whatever, that also sets a problem versus like some of these other blockchains that they can stake, like Cardano can stake on chain, right? So like you can still keep custody of your crypto. Your crypto is not staked anywhere, like how people were staking their ETH on Coinbase, and Coinbase had it locked up for a long time. So I think they need to make that more available, like making staking and self custody a lot easier for the Ethereum blockchain. And if you're staking Ethereum, that means at some point you've done some research, you've gotten enough Ethereum that you're putting it in to create more, and you understand the value of where ETH is going. You understand the burning mechanism. You understand the upgrades that are coming out for it, being the largest smart contract platform. Why would you why would you be selling now, right? It's like selling the bottom. Why would
Yeah.
you be selling right now when you know in a year or so you're going to be it's going to be worth so much more? So it wouldn't make sense to me that they're selling right now. It's kind of like the Bitcoin miners, especially the Bitcoin miners, right? The Bitcoin miners sell because they have expenses. You don't have any expense from
Yeah.
just staking your ETH, so it
Exactly.
wouldn't make sense to just start selling it out now.
Dude, so let me jump into the chat real quick. I didn't say hi to everybody, and then I've got something I want to pull up from one of our longtime listeners. So I want to jump in here and say hello to Tito, Alex Green. We got Panda Storm up in the house. Wick, I'm about to get to one of your comments here in a second, my good friend. As always, good stuff to say in the chat. Keep that up. Unforgettable name. We got Puddles in the house. Secret Soul Society. Jug. What up, Jug? Good to see you, J Daz. The Rob Father's in here as well. We have got the OG crew up in the house. And then we've got Burke, Mr. T, Chemo and Crypto in the house, and Biomex. So welcome, everybody. Super bullish to see all of you here on a Friday. So check this out. I think this is really 2 comments I'm going to pull up here. So he said the SEC attacking exchanges due to staking. Okay. Doesn't the SEC know this is pushing people to self-custody? And then here's the follow-up. Isn't it harder to control the market when you push folks to self-custody to get a yield? Bro, couldn't have said it better myself. Never connected those dots. Never really thought through that idea. But brother, you are right on track, right on target. And I absolutely agree with you. You start pushing people away from the exchanges, which ultimately that's really what they want to have the control of, the on-ramp, off-ramp, right? But they want to have control and oversight on what are you doing on a regular basis. When we go to self-custody, now all of a sudden it makes it a little more tricky. You can move things around, play around, do some things, in the background that makes it more difficult for them to follow. So I agree, as Crusader would say, 100%. I totally agree with that for sure. That's a really good comment. So we'll see what ETH does moving forward. We're going to find out when this, I don't remember what the date is right offhand, but when the Shanghai upgrade jump, do you know what it is?
When the upgrade is? No, I don't know when the upgrade.
You kind of like hesitated there.
No,
like
I was gonna
maybe
say something
knew.
like, for sure we're gonna find out about ETH, right? Like ETH is way more certain than anything else that is gonna, double up or triple up or whatever it is. It just has such a large market share in the smart contract game that there's zero doubt behind Ethereum on where they're gonna be in the next bull.
Where are you? I'm right here. Addison wants to remind everybody, get your ledger. The link is down below. Self-custody, like we were just talking about, like Wick was saying, self-custody. This little lady's holding lots of ETH, and she wants to wave at everybody and remind them she has more ETH than you, and you better get yourself a hardware wallet.
Don't get FTX.
Love you. I love you, Boogie. All right. So, yeah, we're definitely going to find out. And when we do, I'm hoping it's not I don't think it's going to be something dramatic. I think you're going to have some random people. When the Shanghai upgrade goes live, they have the ability. But think about it. It would have to be billions and billions and billions of dollars. And I don't know. It didn't say in the articles what the staking rewards look like. I don't know what those numbers are. It didn't tell that. But it would have to be a massive number to make any sort of a dent in actual price action. And I just don't see that for sure. What's the guy's name? Oh shoot, I can't think of his name. Somebody that's really popular on Twitter had said that even if it was at 60% staked, like we were just talking about, he still doesn't even think that would make a big difference. I do disagree with that a little bit, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because of the tokenomics, right? They have no max supply. They can just generate ETH forever, but the fact that they now have a burning mechanism and people start staking, the more transactions and the more things that happen in the network, as the next bull run starts, more NFT projects, and just more transactions overall happening on the blockchain for ETH is going to burn more ETH. And then at some point, that deflationary state is going to make ETH more and more scarce.
Yeah,
sure. So
for sure. Well, again, ETH to the moon, when moon for ETH. That's what I'm looking for sure. ETH and XRP, those two moon, and y'all are gonna see a totally different show. When XRP it's 10K, 50K, whatever, I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna be supporting
keeper after night
Crusader.
OnlyFans.
I'm definitely not gonna need to do that. I'm going to be supporting Crusader with my XRP funds. So you guys just stick around for that. It'll be fantastic day when I say, hey, bro, I got you. Because I'm going to give you more than 20 grand than all the other people. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just a good guy like that, just because I love you. All right, so let's move it on. Let's talk about a Bitcoin. The U.S. government is dumping Bitcoin.
Oh, wait, before we get into it, I just want to quickly remind people, since we got people in here.
Yeah.
There is going to be an announcement about Danger Close Alpha
yeah.
happening here throughout the stream. So make sure you stay to the end or just later in the show or when we actually make the announcement. I know some of you guys in the Discord are hyped up and are waiting for it. So yes, it is happening. Don't think we forgot.
Yeah, dope. Stick around for that and make sure to smash the like while you're waiting. The U.S. government, love these ads. U.S. government sold $216 million seized Silk Road Bitcoin this month. So that's obviously many of you understand and know what the Silk Road was. They sold $216 million worth of that Bitcoin.
You sold Silk, right?
So yeah, they sold Silk. Nothing nefarious, just Silk on the Silk Road. So that was 9,861 Bitcoin, which, like I said, 216-ish million. And that happened on March 14th. The Bitcoin sold is part of the 50,000. And here's the interesting part, I think. They sold effectively 20% of it, right? There was 50,000 Bitcoin seized in November following the arrest of James Zhang, I think is what he said. He was the one that pled guilty after the government had alleged that he manipulated transaction systems on dark nets on the Silk Road. I don't know if you remember that, but back in 2012. So they got 50,000 Bitcoin from that. The government intends to liquidate the other 41,490 Bitcoin in 4 tranches over the course of this calendar year. Okay,
which is like 1.4 billion dollars or something like
that. What was it? It was 200. Yeah. So if they do it in 4, it would be 864 million. If they do it in 5, it would be a little bit over $1 billion over the course of the year. So I'm not concerned about this. Listen, the government, I know that it feels like the government is trying to fight against the Bitcoin narrative, but I also believe that because they are not trying to rile some of these markets and piss people off, I don't think it's like they're going to they're not open. They're not doing a market sale of $216 million worth of Bitcoin. They're not just like jumping on Coinbase and selling out $216 million worth of Bitcoin. That's
I got
sure.
a perfect tweet that
pull it up.
Sums up this. So the government sells something it can't produce for something they can at a stroke of a pen.
Ooh.
Like, how does that make sense? And by the way, this guy right here,
Bitcoin Standard, baby.
Yeah, author of the Bitcoin Standard. If you're not following him on Twitter, go follow him right now.
Yeah.
And it makes that's the perfect summarization. Like, what sense does that make? Somebody was saying something about that in the comments, like, oh, they must know something that we don't. Obviously, they don't. Obviously, we know something they don't, because more countries are evacuating from the US dollar. The BRICS nations are making their move right now.
Look at this comment.
They better pay that capital gains tax. So, why would they sell it for dollars when they can just print more dollars? Why are they trying to stack up dollars? And right now, like, that just makes no sense to me.
Unless they, again, know something that we don't know. There are a lot of people.
Do you think the dollar is going to gain value?
I don't know.
Let's start stacking up some. The government's like, yo, guys, let's start stacking up some dollars for the dollar.
I don't think that, but the opposite side of that is if they know that there's regulations coming into play that possibly could be very, very negative initially on its face
for
crypto. For crypto, right? It looks like an advertisement right now, but we don't know what's going on in the background. I'm just throwing out there that the other side of that, right, being debate crypto, is to show both sides of it. The other side could be they know something you don't. They're going to ultimately capitalize right now and over the course of the year. I'll almost bet you.
You're
that
telling
these
me
are going to
that
be strategic times these are sold. So I'm calling, you heard it here first, right now, March 31st, 2023. I am calling for some sort of a dump soon. I can't tell you how soon, but some sort of a dump soon, because they generally are able to make just really like who is it, Nancy Pelosi. They just make these just fantastic trades at just
incredible
perfect
trades.
times. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll
They're probably
we'll
preparing
see,
for the
but
Bitcoin ban, right? They're like, oh no, we got to sell it before we ban it from ourselves. But they don't do anything that's ever banned.
Well, and ultimately we don't know what's happening in the background, so we can just pray and hope that they're just
There's Elizabeth Warren.
What'd you say?
They're like, sell it
Oh
off.
yeah, for sure. She's the one that's doing the whole what did she call it?
Anti crypto army.
Yeah, the anti-crypto army. Good luck with that. You're just literally trying to push away from
She just
what
lost the
is
election.
future.
Whatever she could have won, she lost.
Yeah, well, we hope that crypto is that popular that would do that, but I don't know. There's a lot of really confused people. So make sure to take a second, smash that like if you haven't already. We got 56 people in here. Thank you guys for being here. As always, stick around. We've got some information on Danger Close Alpha that you're definitely going to want to hear if you're part of the community or not. Either way, there is a little something that you're going to hear today that I think is going to be important. And yeah, let's continue on. Let's keep it going. All right, so moving on forward, what are we going to hit next? Let's hit, and I apologize, I had these all kind of jumbled up.
Don't worry, we're used to it with our president nowadays, getting things jumbled up.
I know.
It's daily.
We're going to talk about the PCE data for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin price hits 28.5 on PCE data as macro accumulation zone ends. There's Crusader, the Bitcoin maxi, riding his ant. I'm not really sure why they have him ride. Do you know why they have him riding an ant here? Why
I have no idea what the concept of the ant with Bitcoin on top of the ant stands for.
Somebody tell us in the chat if you know why the hell Bitcoin is riding an ant. Oh well, hold on a second.
Maybe Bitcoin just watched Quantumania, Ant-Man Quantumania.
Well, I'm actually going to pull and say, so ants are per body weight the strongest thing on planet Earth. I don't know if you know this. They can move 50,000 times their body weight. So maybe they know the giant that is Bitcoin sitting on the ant's back, and it's pressing, it's putting in that work. So yeah, so the PCE data, Bitcoin price obviously has recovered recently and been moving on up. We saw it up as high as a little bit over 29. It's at like 28.2 right now, I think 28.3, something like that. There was encouraging macroeconomic data from the US, from the PCE data, the personal consumption expenditures that did beat expectations. So we got some kind of bullish movement from that. Effectively, it seems that the bets have increased on the Federal Reserve interest rates hikes pausing, which we've talked about this a lot, which then obviously risk on assets would trade higher, and they are trading higher right now in anticipation of that. Yeah, I listen, no argument here. Again, I'll be happy to be wrong as long as we don't move into some state of hyperinflation. If we want to get a pump, let's freaking get it. But I mean, actively, we're seeing the mood around Bitcoin. I would say it is bullish but buoyant. There's a good word I'll use. Bullish but buoyant. We are afloat. We're looking up. We're trying to see where we're headed. But right now, it's been very just kind of almost like bobbing and bobbing and bobbing with the water. So I'm interested to see where that goes. The upcoming interest rate hike or lack thereof, I think will be, 25 basis points didn't do anything, right? We effectively went up from that. So the moment I think that I don't know what your thoughts are, but the moment that they announce a pause on interest rates, mathematically, statistically, history-wise says that risk on assets get a pump from that. Do you think that's what's going to happen?
It's coming, dude. It's coming. Okay. It's just a matter of time. They pause. First, they're going to pause. Then they're going to start cutting. Economy's still going to start dropping. Things are going to get crazy. They swear
they're not cutting this year. Like
they also swore a lot of other things, and you know what? Look where we're at.
Yeah, I hear it. I don't know. he would have to go back
They
on
swore
every single
inflation
thing.
was transitory. They swore that the fog around the world was not. It was.
But
It
they
was
can
just
still
2 weeks.
They can
It
still
was just going to take
manipulate.
2 weeks, and
Right,
here
but
we
they
are.
can. Those are things that they can still manipulate. The moment that you actually do a price, actually do a rate decrease, that is literally directly the opposite of what you said. They can still finesse you and tell that, hey, we're still in our landing pattern. We're still gonna land smoothly. Oh, the stuff that you were just talking about with the fog around the world. Oh no. Like you guys, there's just a lot of misinformation out there.
Dude,
None of
they've
that's real. You know what I mean?
redefined what a recession was. They redefined what a
Yep.
bailout is. They're gonna redefine once again what interest rate hikes are.
Yeah.
No, there's not an interest rate cut. This is
Oh yeah, what's the word they're
whatever.
using? Like a they said it's a
Backstop. They call it
backstop.
backstop now. Yeah, it's not a bailout. It's a
It's
backstop.
not a bailout. It's a
You know,
backstop. Yeah.
recession doesn't mean that we were in 2 quarters going back to back GDP of slowing down growth or whatever. Oh no, that's not what a recession means anymore, right? And then the interest rates going down or cutting them. Oh, that's not actually what we're doing here. And then they're gonna enter whatever fugazi that they want to make a new term out of.
Yeah, I'm not bullish on anything that the Fed's doing, but I've said this before. I'll say it again. I also don't envy the position that they have put themselves. To be clear, that they've put themselves in at this point because their backs up against the wall, and either way, they're screwed. I mean,
I think it's time for some for what they used to call
chicken feathers and tar.
that would be aggressive, but I mean. I could get down
hey,
with that.
people identify as all kinds of things. Why can't people identify as chickens?
Yeah, it's a good point. Actually, I think I saw someone on TikTok that was fiercely like going after someone for making fun of the fact that she identifies as a hawk. And she is the only hawk, by the way, that identifies that way. So, if you're looking to be a hawk out there, do your thing. Don't fly with the turkeys. You know what I mean? Just
by
get
the
up
way,
there in the air.
yes, Top G is free. Top G
really?
is out. Yeah, they let him out. He's under house arrest right now. So
when did that happen?
It just happened today.
Today.
Know that he's gonna just like bail. I'm sure he has some type of plan. I wouldn't stay there. Hell no. no.
They have
after
to.
90 days of being stuck there with all that craziness, I'd be like, the minute I'm out of here, I'm out.
Yeah,
turn the jet plane on. I'm gone.
Good luck. You would think that they have him under close surveillance. Let's just say that. So he's gonna have to pull a nice little
money buys you all kinds of opportunities.
What's the Catch Me If You Can? Isn't that the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
With Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that was a good
one.
But
money buys you all types of opportunities, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of money buying opportunities, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Brace for impact. We are about to talk about the road to a 10K XRP. Let's all just XRP fam, put them up. Let's get it. I'm in my mind formulating because that's the sound bite that you play. I'm trying to make that a bullish sound bite. So when I hear that, it's like inspiring.
Good luck.
All right, so let's talk about XRP. Hey, chat, drop a 1 if you are if you would consider yourself in the XRP army. I want to see how many people that we have would consider themselves XRP army in the chat. Don't be shy. Drop it out there. XRP army doesn't mean that you hold some massive amount of XRP. It means that you believe in what
all
XRP
you need is just 1.
That's right.
Right. All you need is just 1. You're set for life. That's the world reserve currency right there, baby.
Check out all these 1s, baby. Puddles, Wick, Diamond Sauce, Chemo and Crypto. I didn't say that a 2 was no. So actually, you are a double extra.
He holds 2
XRP. Yeah, that's right. He's really in the XRP army. So yeah, we got a bunch of people jumping in on that. Let me pull this up here.
Before we could jump into the XRP thing, people are excited about it. Let's make the announcement for what's happening with Danger.
Yeah, that'll work.
So for Danger Close Alpha, right? We've talked about a lot of different things that we're going to do for giveaways, and we want to give away 5 ETH, and things have been rough, right? Yeah. There's no ways around it, right? There's
no change in that definition.
Yeah, there's no redefining here, right? It is what it is. But we have an idea, right? We're gonna spread out half of the 5 ETH to as many people as we can, and we're gonna give 2.5 ETH away to one person. So how is that going to work? Well, every 100 mints, which we're about 30 something mints away from this 100, which it will count, we are going to give away 0.2 ETH, which is about
Not he didn't say
300.
he didn't say 0.02. He said 0.2.
Yeah, 0.2, which is about 300 something dollars, almost $400 right now for the next 1,300 NFTs that we have. So 13 people will be getting about 0.2 ETH, and the rest that's left over, which is like which is 2.4, give or take. I think it's 2.4 ETH that is left over. That's gonna go away, be given away to one lucky holder. So that's
And
what's going to be
Crusader,
happening from now on.
So are we, just to clarify for people,
Yeah.
if they buy within that batch of 100, are we putting their names on a wheel the number of times that they purchase to give them more of an opportunity to win the 0.2? Is that how we're going to do it, or are we just going to do one and one? What are we thinking?
1 and 1? What do you mean 1 and 1?
Like if you buy 10, it's still only going to be one spot on the wheel. Are we incentivizing, hey, if you want to buy 10 of them, you got your name on the wheel 10 times?
Well, yes, of course. The more you have, the more you're gonna have a bigger chance of winning of that 100, right? So
Okay.
the more you have, the bigger chance for sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Juggernaut said, where do the viewers go to buy the NFT? So you can get all of our information on dangerclosealpha.com, but the mint, the mint right now, if I guess I can't really.
I'll bring it up.
They're on OpenSea. Pull it up.
I'll bring it up on OpenSea
so everybody
right
can
now.
see it. Jug said, for the new people, he is not a noob, but we welcome all of the noobs. We appreciate all for being here, and we've got a big event coming up May 12th through the 14th. So we're excited to do that. Going to have a little party. We're going to do a whole lot of prepping, learning a bunch of stuff. I'm super excited about that. That's coming up here quickly, not too long from now. And if you're going to be in the Austin area in April, like the end of April, right around the April 25th ish. At least myself, maybe Crusader as well, will be in Austin, Texas. So make sure to come check us out. I think Biomex said that he's going to come link up and grab some lunch or something. So I'm excited.
Yeah, guys. So here it is. Go to OpenSea's Danger Close Alpha Commodities, right? That's the name of the project. And, there's only certain amounts of them for sale right now. Make sure you're buying the ones that are 0.01. Those are the ones that are being sold directly from us. Somebody's trying to undercut the floor price. Shame on you. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. So just make sure. I will be changing the name of the address so that you guys know that it's from us directly, so you know exactly who you're buying it from. So make sure you guys buy out these NFTs. There's obviously going to be different outside of the ETH rewards. Everyone that collects, bourbons is going to be stacked up, ranked differently than the people that are collecting beans, along with, the freedom seeds. So just make sure you're buying these. And then once they're all sold, we will be putting out more. And that's how we're going to be putting them out in batches of 50. So make sure you go and collect them. And every time we sell 100 of them, somebody's going to be taking 0.2 ETH home, which is about, like I said, about $400.
Yeah. I hope you guys get involved in that. We're trying to obviously finish this so that we can start
doing everything we can to give you guys money.
Yeah.
We can't print it. We're not the Federal Reserve.
That's
if we could, we would.
Trust me, we would. The printer would be on, and I'd be super kicking it if I could just print money for sure. All right, cool. Hey, smash that like if you haven't already. Make sure you got the bell notification on. Follow us on all the socials. We appreciate all the love to everybody in the chat. If you are new to the stream today, we've had a nice influx of new people. Drop a number 1 in the chat if you are new. Want to give you a shout out. We appreciate you guys for being here.
Oh, look at
all right, cool.
Hold on, Kim. Sorry about that, but Chemistry Bro here has got a good point. Says that we missed something about the Shanghai upgrade. Apparently, you can only take out small amounts of percents of rewards per day after the upgrade that happens, which will make a huge dump impossible. So
interesting. I don't know what that percent. I don't know what the percentage is. I knew there was a number on it, but I didn't know what it was. And it's per day, so they could theoretically continue to give that sell pressure. But it's not. You're right. It's not going to happen. So
last thing, guys. Smash those likes. We got almost 100 people in here, and we don't even got 50 likes. Come on.
That's the wow. All right, let's talk XRP. XRP road to 10K. Analysts set forecast for XRP by 2030. Okay. Now, Many of you have heard, if you've watched the show at all, you know that I am part of the XRP army, and Crusader is it's kind of like the Union versus the Confederates type of deal. You know what I mean? Like, we are on opposite sides of the battlefield. Okay. Crusader wants XRP to crash and burn.
I want freedom, and other people want slavery. That's
Yeah,
pretty much the way it works.
Exactly. And so I apparently am on the debt slavery side of things, and Crusader wants freedom for everybody. So if you're part of the XRP army, apparently, according to Crusader, you are encouraging debt slavery via the banking institutions. So
100%.
100%. All right. So XRP, road to 10K. So we have had the largest bear market rally in a while with XRP, which is obviously a good thing. Some people are predicting for a $10,000 XRP in the long run. Now, many of you have heard the wild numbers. You've heard 589. You've heard 50,000 as a government buyback. You guys probably heard me talking about the other day. I'm giving 20K away if we hit 50K in 2 days on a 2-day pump. I'm going to give 20K away to all my TikTok followers and YouTube, which is giving away like $2 billion. There's been some crazy numbers, okay? But some of these numbers are not just happening overnight. The analysis, right? So like Dark Defender is one of the people that's part of the XRP army. And he was talking about that he thinks that if the breakout from 2017 is repeated, then XRP could surge. I'm just trying to give you some price targets for what people are throwing out there. And again, none of this financial advice. I'm telling you right now, I don't even believe these numbers. So just to be clear, that XRP could surge to $133 by the end of 2023. Now, based on that pattern and breakouts in the past, somebody else, eGrag Crypto, literally the name is eGrag Crypto, thinks that we're going to be at $27 by the end of this year. Now, there's a bunch of on-chain metrics. There's a bunch of back, forth, boom, bam, slam, whatever. Here's the reality. I want XRP to go as high as it can, as fast as it can, as long as I can off-ramp it, okay? To be really freaking clear, right? If I can off-ramp it, I want to just, come on, baby, let's go, because I'm holding a nice little bit. So I want to see that. But I try to bring you guys back down to earth a little bit. I just try to just look at the reality of the situation. The reality is the tens of thousands, I don't even know what the numbers are, but of holders of XRP, hundreds of thousands, I don't know what the numbers are. It's actually not as many as you may think with any sort of significant holding. They're not going to allow us to wake up as billionaires overnight. That's the first thing. The second thing is people will argue that market cap doesn't matter. If for some reason, market cap matters everywhere, except for with XRP. Except for XRP, it is not. It is outside the realm, right? And the reality is, I believe that if XRP were to take over the SWIFT system, okay, I think Crusader and I were talking about this the other day. I think that it would almost have to be some sort of a stable coin. Now you're thinking, well, why? Well, if you've got to move $5 trillion of assets every day, which is what the SWIFT system does, what are you going to do? You're going to move around some wildly volatile asset? You're like, all right, bro, I'm going to, the bank's saying, hey, I can't send it right now. The market's down. Like,
send me 5,000. The guy only gets 4,500. Oh, Dan's got to send me another 500. Oh, wait, now I got 6,000. We're going up, baby. We're pumping right now. The guy's like, send me back 500.
Yeah. Wick said, shh, the peeps who think XRP is going to 10K is my exit liquidity. Which, I feel this. I do. I feel the same way. I've told people time and time again, I'm selling half my bags at $5, and then I'm gonna let the rest of it ride, just to see what happens. And hopefully, I will be wrong, and it just blasts away. But the reality is, the market cap would be an insurmountable number, and the only way it gets there is if we move into some sort of hyperinflation. And if we move into hyperinflation, trust me, the last thing you're going to be worried about is probably your XRP bags, because the whole freaking country and economy will be caving in.
I just want to quickly remind people, I did drop the link to our OpenSeas commodities if you want to get into that giveaway for the 0.2 ETH. The link is pinned in the chat, so make sure you guys go on over there, start racking those up right now. But on top of that, Edgar here had a great question that I want to bring up. Says, what is more crazy, 1 million Bitcoin, like a $1 million Bitcoin, or a 10K XRP?
Oh, 10K XRP all day long.
All day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Those numbers, I'd have to do some Rain Man math. I'm not going to pull up
$1 million
CoinMarketCap right
Bitcoin was what? 22 trillion dollar market cap for it,
now.
which is double gold's right now.
It's effectively you'd have to be at like $15 trillion to go to no million.
I think it was 20. I think it was 22 trillion,
Yeah,
like double of gold's market cap.
Yep. Yeah, it's right. It's actually at the numbers where they're at right now. It's about 20, around 22 trillion. Yeah, that's right. $22 trillion market cap. Okay. XRP, let me pull this and take a little peek here. XRP to 10K. Well, actually, I can do it off the math from what I did the other day. XRP at 10K, it's at 53 cents right now, 27 billion. We got to go 54 billion for $1. 10,000. It'd be 500, or I mean 5.4 trillion. It'd be $5.4 trillion, I believe, is what the 5.4 quadrillion dollars, I believe. I need to do some actual.
I was gonna say, I was
here.
like 5.4 trillion sounds
or maybe it's 54 trillion. It's either 54 trillion or 5.4. I'd have to do some actual math here in just a second because
his Rain Man math is lagging with his old age.
I'm lagging right now. But yeah, it is a wildly insane number to get to 10K. It is a wildly insane market cap. I mean, literally to get to $10 even, right? To get to $10, you still literally are going to be at.
Juggernaut says it has to have the same market cap as Bitcoin right now for it to reach $10. Is that right?
Well, no, to reach $10, yes.
Yeah.
So $10 is 540 billion. So $100 is 5.4 trillion. $1,000 would be 54 trillion. I was right, 5.4 quadrillion dollars. So let me know when we get there. I got to tell you, 5.4 quadrillion dollars. If anyone has an idea of what even a trillion really is, there's no trillionaires, and I can tell you why.
Hey, bro, it's believable. You know why? Because the government itself doesn't know what $1 trillion is, because we got like 31 of them, in debt, and we're out here pretending like we're all good.
Yeah.
The other thing with the XRP thing, right, that I want to say is I understand why people are so consumed by the idea of XRP, right? You listen to anybody, right? You listen to the conspiracy, right? You listen to like it sucks you in, dude. It does, right? You listen to Zach Rector talk about it, and you're like, damn, like I gotta get a part of this because it's there, right? There's all this little conspiracy stuff, and this is no shade to Zach Rector. Love the guy, great content.
Yeah.
Like does a great job, great show. I've seen his show plenty of times. I was watching the show last night. But I understand why it sucks people in. But the problem is everyone that gets into crypto knows about XRP. There's not a single person in crypto that doesn't know what XRP is. And every single person that knows about XRP, almost, I would say 95% of them believe that it's going to happen. So if everyone believes one thing, and what we learned with Bitcoin and crypto is when everyone thinks one way, something different happens. And everyone thinks that XRP is going to be this world reserve currency. It's tied up with all the elites. It's with the head of the agents of the matrix and all this stuff. And the conspiracy is so like good. It's such a good story, right? And they drop these little nuggets with certain people in high places and in meetings and this and that. And you put all content creators are putting all these dots together. It's such a compelling story, and it brings people in so easily that's what makes me skeptical that it will happen. It's the fact that it's so there in your face, and everyone thinks that it's going to happen. That's what makes me nervous and say, wait a minute, everyone is not going to be right about this. Everyone is not just going to jump in, get 10,000 XRP because apparently that's all you need, and then become multi-billionaire when the switch gets flipped. That's what makes me skeptical.
I mean, and think about it. Like, let's use the 10K number. The 10K number means that you could have $100. You could have effectively $100 worth of XRP, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. Like that's just freaking ridiculous.
Who do I blame if I buy $100 of XRP and it doesn't get there? I sold my morals for $100 and I never got my billions of dollars.
Listen, I think that'd be a great stream, dude. I think you should buy XRP live on the stream. Hey, drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see Crusader buy some XRP. I will fund the transaction. I just want to see him actually make the transaction happen, and we'll make sure to keep it in his.
If I buy XRP,
wallet.
if I buy XRP and XRP doesn't hit 10 trillion, I want 1 Bitcoin. At whatever price it's at, I want 1 Bitcoin back.
It would need to hit $10 trillion, a $10 trillion market cap, and if it doesn't hit that, but at any point, like any point, ever, any point
by 2030. Let's go by the articles. By 2030.
By 2030, if it hit a $10 trillion market cap versus 1 Bitcoin, dude, a Bitcoin at that point is going to be freaking rocking and rolling too. That's right. That's going to be a heck of a bet.
And I'm only asking for 1.
Man.
I'm buying 100 XRPs or whatever they are. $100 worth, and I'm only asking for 1 Bitcoin. It's a pretty small ask.
Yeah, Diamond Sauce is basically suggesting that you're willing to sell your morals over the opportunity to win 1 Bitcoin, and yeah, he's going to be part of the army though. So we apparently have all already sold ours. So jump on the train.
Right? All the XRP community sold their morals, and they're not even asking for Bitcoin. They're out here for Bitcoin. They're out here for XRP. I'm there as a double agent for Bitcoin. I'm just like, give me more Bitcoin.
Oh, Crypto Fam, if you enjoy the stream, make sure to smash the likes. We are on all socials. Make sure to follow us everywhere. We appreciate everybody's love and support. We've got lots of good stuff coming up. We're continuing to, just so you guys know, we're continuing to put out a couple shorts and some edits and all that good stuff, some other stuff every single day. So we'd appreciate you guys continuing to follow us, continue to support us. We love you guys. We appreciate it.
And make sure you win that 0.2 ETH, aka $400.
Yeah, 0.2 off of spending 0.01 sounds like a fantastic proposition. That's a 200x.
And maybe you'll win more than once. There's going to be 13 of those giveaways.
Yeah, 13 giveaways
of
0.2, not 0.02, 0.2. So
right.
we told you we're giving away 5 Ethereum. One way or the other, we're giving away 5 Ethereum. But we got to make the rest of these commodities disappear. And then yeah, for sure, it's going to happen. So, all right, Crypto Fam, listen, be safe this weekend. I know it's weekend. Go have fun. Do whatever it is you do. Don't drink and drive. Make sure that you get an Uber. It's not that expensive. It's a lot less expensive than a DUI or hurting somebody. That is for sure. So 100%. Be safe. We love each and every one of you. And just remember to question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl.
Like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.